Hi, welcome to my video on the product rule of exponentials. The product rule. Let's do a few examples to show you where it comes from. 2 to the fourth is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That multiplication is there. 2 squared is 2 times 2. So if you notice, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 for that one. 1, 2, 2 for that one. So altogether you have 6 of them. So notice that 2 to the fourth times 2 squared is 2 to the sixth. And you notice also, if you note, that 4 plus 2 equals 6. So that means if that's 2 to the sixth, that must have been 2 to the 4 plus 2. When you multiply these exponentials, the 4 and the 2 are added together to give you the 2 and the 6. Let's do number 2. 10 cubed is 10 times 10 times 10. So that multiplication is right there. 10 to the fourth is 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. So if you notice that there's 3 there and 4 there, so that's 7 altogether. So you note, I know that 3 plus 4 makes 7. So when you're multiplying exponentials, your base, you keep your base and you add your exponents. So 3 plus 4 gives you 7. So note, you keep the base. There are 4 2's, 2 2's, so there's 6 2's. So you don't, the base has to be written down again. So the product rule is b to the m times b to the n. The base is b, so it's the m plus the n. These two exponents are added together as we illustrated up here and here. And notice that the base, I stressed in the beginning, we do not want the base to be 0. And we're dealing with m and n belonging to the integers. We're not talking about fractions or irrational numbers or anything. Just the exponents are integers. That is, they are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, etc. When two exponentials are multiplied with the same basis, the exponents are added. So let's go through some examples. Simplify each as an exponential b to the m. So when we multiply in a, we get 3. Because of the same basis, we add the exponents and we get 10. When we multiply exponentials with the same basis, we keep the base. And notice the 7 has a 1 there. We don't put it in, but if you want to put a 1 there, so 1 plus 5 is 6. And we have the basis 2. So when we're multiplying exponentials with the same basis, we add the exponents. When we multiply exponentials with the same basis, that's a 1 understood. So 1 plus 7 is 8. And again, at the base is c, we add to get 8. Notice the exponentials have the same base. The base is a, add 10 plus 10 is 20. G, we got a 5 and a 5, so when we multiply, we add the exponents, 7. We got a base is y for each, so keep the y, and 9 plus 8 is 17. The base is the same, d, so we add the exponent, 16. Again, notice, when we're multiplying exponentials with the same base, we add the exponents. And practice. You work the 9 of these out, pause, work them out, and play it back to see if you get the right answer. Notice the 6 has a 1, and the 6 to the 9. Any number that has no exponent written on it, 1 is understood. And 7 is the base, so we add to get 6. 11 is the base, so we add to get 12. Y is the base, we add to get 15. Now, notice we got two different ones, so we can't. Notice we said we have to have what? The same bases. So I can't do anything with this one, because either they got to be both Y's or both X's, so we leave it like that. We can't simplify it. If they have the same basis, F, then that's a 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. Do they have the same basis? Yes. So we add to get 15. Do they have the same basis? That's a multiplication. Yes. So we add to get 13. Same basis? It's an A. So we add to get 15. So be careful with that. Just threw that in there as a little tiny, because some people might say, that's 11. But it's not. You need both X's or both Y's. Just be careful. And to that point, let's do more of the same thing. So not only can we have 2, we can have 3 or 4 exponentials multiplied together. So the base is 3. Yep, 3, 3, 3. So that's understood to be a 1. Put it there if you want, or keep it in your head. 6 and 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So remember, that's a 1 there. And the same basis is a 7. So 2, 3 is 5, and 10 is 15. The bases are the same, yep. And we got a 1 understood to be there. So 8 and 4 is 12. Bases are the same, A. So 8 and 8 is 16. Notice now we have a 2's and 3's. So we can combine the 2's. So 4 plus 2 is 6. But we can't touch the 3. Nope. F, we have X's and Y's. So we like bases is with the X. So 6 and 2 makes 8 with the X. And the Y stays by itself because they're different. So that's a 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. So that's X to the 8th, Y 3. And sometimes, as you learn later, if you put them together like that without a multiplication, that's understood to be a multiplication there. And I say to students, do you see any plus here? No. Do you see a subtraction? No. You see division? No. What is understood to be multiplication between these two? Because there's nothing in between. It's a multiplication. G, I see a base of A, so that's a 1, and a 2 makes 3. I see a base of B, I see a 3 and a 4 makes 7. So that could become A cubed B7 without the dot. But if you want to put the dot in, go ahead. And H, I see a base of 3 first. Okay, so 8 and 4 is 12. I see a 5, but I don't see any more 5s, so write that one down. And I see a base of, the base of 3. There's a 3 here, here, and here. So I got 12 plus 5 is 17. My mistake. I didn't check them all out. There's one there, and one there. And there's no more bases of 5s and no bases of 7s. So only the 3's can be combined. Like bases, then you add 12 plus 5 is 17. And you have a practice to do, so pause your video and work these out to see if you get the right answer. Just these right here. And here we go. Number 1. When you multiply, do they have the same basis? Yes. The 6 has a 1. So 5, 10, 12 when you add. Bases are the same, 10. And the 10 has a 1. So 7 and 7 makes 14. Now be careful. The bases here are 7s and 11s. So when you put the 7s together, 4 and 5 make 9. When you put the 11s together, when you multiply, you get a 6. 2 and 4, 6. So you keep 7 and 11 different bases. Number 4, you have a y in all bases. That's a 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 9 is 14. Number 5, you have x's and y's. So the x's and f's. I don't know where I got the y in. So x, 4, x11, I add. I get 15. F5, F3, you add, you get 8. And you can, if you wish, omit the dot, and it's understood to be a multiplication. Number 6, let's check. I have A's, B's, and C's, so let's be careful. Let's look at the A's. A, and no more, so that's a 7. Oh, I can't add. Watch me. 6 plus 2 is 8, not 7. Remember those errors I make? Watch out, I make them. Look at the B's. I get a times B, so 3 plus 7 is 10. And I have C's, so when I multiply the C's, I get 4 plus 8 is 12. And if you want to combine them without a dot or multiplication sign, there it is. And number 7, I have X's and I have Y's. So let's put the X's. So 14 and 1, 15, and 3 is 18. And the Y's is 6 and 2 makes 8. And you want to write it a little tiny bit better. There it is, understood to be a multiplication sign. Now we have another type. So the bases, remember I said the bases can't be 0. So we can have the base as -2. So notice -2 and -2. So that's a -2. When we multiply, we add the exponents. Notice I'm saying write each as b to the m. Now, some people could say, what about 2 to the 7? Sure, that's -2 to the 7. That could be -2 times -2 times negative. Yes, you can multiply all them out and get another and get an integer. But I only want you to write it as b to the m. And the second one, I have a base of -3. So when I multiply, I add. The base in number C is a half. So we keep the base and we go 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 3 is 11. So again, it's only b to the m. I want it as a base raised to a power exponent. And pause the video, work out these two, and play it back. The base is -5. So that's a 1 understood. If I put it there, I get 7 and 5 is 15. The base is AB, AB, AB. So the base is AB. So when I multiply, I add. 13 plus 4 is 17. So it makes no difference as long as the base is not 0. That's the main thing when you're dealing with exponentials. No base of 0. So that brings us to the end of this video. And if you like what I'm doing, click on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell because I will be sending more videos as the time goes by, or doing more videos, I should say. And write a comment on my video if you wish. And you may visit my math website at www.mathfullyexplained.com, and there you will see information in different sections. One section is on me, that's my degrees and teaching experience. Another section is on my how I'm going to do different teaching strategies to help you learn the math. I have certain tricks and certain skills over the years. And also in the section on content, which is most important, you have the topics or the units that I'm going to do. And you also have a list or saying you've got 10 videos or 2 videos on each of the topics. And in black font is the units that are online right now. And in red font is the units that will be coming in the near future. And they'll be coming in order also. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.